G'day, this is Piggy Pranks. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy the fucking video. Hey, I'm just,
Hello?
hello?
Hello, can I help?
Hey, yep, sorry, I'm just wondering how much a small boat hire is.
What do you call a small boat, sir? Have you looked at our website to see the sort of things we do?
Yeah, I couldn't really navigate it very well. I'm on my phone.
So it's difficult on the phone, isn't it?
Yeah, just a
Well,
bit.
we do a minimum of a 3-hour charter.
Yep.
Everything comes with a skipper, or slightly bigger boats, you have a skipper and crew.
Yep.
Did you want a covered boat or an open rib, or?
I think covered would probably be better for my purposes.
Where are you going from and to? Just to give me a rough idea.
Just the Tames, probably down into a little canal thing.
When you're talking about the Thames, you're talking about tidal Thames in the middle of London, near us, or?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So you want to go into central London? Well, we've got a police boat which is partly covered, which would cost you probably about $360 plus pier charges for the 3 hours.
Nah, think about as far away.
I think it's 120 an hour, something like that.
As far away from the police as I can get.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like a current police boat. This is quite an older one, you know.
Oh, it doesn't have that. Doesn't have the
little
tracking stuff on it, does it?
No, it hasn't got police written on it or anything like that. It's an ex-police boat that we use,
All right.
and it's painted blue with a white cabin. It's called the Chasney. When you can get to an internet to have a look at it, or
Yep.
we can do a rib. But for covered boats that can go up creeks, I just need to know exactly where it's going and what air draft I can get under bridges and things.
I haven't actually got a route planned out.
You haven't got that worked out yet?
No.
I've got a young man who works for me who's up in the compound and the boats around at the moment.
Yep.
But he can have a chat with you a bit later on and guide you to exact prices and work out what you want to do.
Yep.
But if you wanted a partly covered boat, how many people in your group?
Well, there'll be me and a bag about the size of a person.
Right. Okay. So it's just one person basically.
Yeah.
And is there a speed that this thing has to achieve, or?
The quicker the better.
You know, we've got a 12-knot speed limit on the river anyway now.
Do the police have to do the 12-knot speed limit or not?
Well, it's nothing to do with the police now. It's the Port of London Authority who are prosecuting us. They're out there with Vascar guns and things.
Those bastards.
So, yeah, well, quite, yes. I'd use something quite slightly stronger, maybe. Even.
Yeah.
It's really stupid, and it's because of the clipper boats washing people out and causing accidents that the speed limits have been introduced.
Yeah.
And now the clipper boats have all been exempted from complying with the speed limit.
That's a bit crap.
It's a bit crass, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a good situation that we've got dumped into, to be honest.
Speaking of dumping, what's the go with that?
Sorry, what's the what with that?
What's the go with dumping? Like dropping.
Anything you put in the river, for whatever reason, has to be removed again. You're not allowed to put anything into the river permanently. If they catch you doing that, it's a prosecutable offence.
What's
Even when we've done stupid things up by the Hammersmith Studios of hitting golf balls into the river.
Yeah.
Bear in mind a golf ball sinks. We're supposedly recovering them all. So
Shit.
when we go out, we have a bucket full of old golf balls that we say we've just collected out of the river. You know, there are ways around these problems, but if it's a bit too blatant, then you can't get away with it.
Yeah, right. No worries. Unrelated note. Do you know how well things like say if something's dead, does it float back up?
Yes, it does.
What about if I put it in a duffel bag with
If it's a human being or an animal, a mammal, if it's a mammal, when the body starts to disintegrate, it creates air and it comes to the surface.
Yeah.
So, you know, where people want to spread ashes and things, that's about the only thing that's allowed on the river. You can spread ashes.
Yeah. Right, so say if I needed help with something like that, would the skipper be able to, accommodate me, or?
Well, it depends what you're putting in the river. We've got to be very careful, obviously, that we're not doing something we shouldn't be doing. We wouldn't be happy for you to put a black bag in the river with weights on it or something like that, because then we could be found to being compliant to a crime,
Oh, if it's like a don't ask, don't tell kind of thing. Are you guys down with that?
I think you've got to come a bit clean with me about what you're really doing, and then I'll be really honest with you whether or not I feel it's acceptable or not.
All right. Well, just a couple of my boys got in trouble. And so I said a couple of my boys got in trouble, so I'm just helping them out.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm not with you. What do you actually want to put into the river? What do you definitely want to get rid of?
Well, there'll just be a big black bag.
Yeah, but it's the content of that bag.
Can't really discuss.
Okay. We're a kosher company, sir. I can't sort of start doing surreptitious things off the back of that, I'm afraid.
If the skipper, if like say the skipper doesn't, what if the skipper just happens to be looking the other way, kinda?
I just can't do this, I don't think. I think I've got to say no business is better than bad business on this one, I'm afraid.
Pardon?
What I'm saying to you, sir, is that I don't think I could accept a job where you're asking me to drop something in the river that you're not telling me what it is or anything.
Well, given the trend of this conversation, I don't think it'd be very hard to guess.
Well, it was alive and now it's dead.
Yeah.
I think the answer is no. I'm not very keen to do this. I'm so sorry.
Are you sure?
And the buck stops with me. So
there is a hefty price on it. If you catch my drift.
I appreciate what you're saying as well, but that's not what I want to get into. I'm so sorry.
That is are amphetamines more your type?
I'm sorry, I'm not into drugs or anything like that. I think I'm going to end this conversation because I just don't think we should take it any further.
Are you sure?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Holy crap, I think I nearly had a helping to dispose of a body. Fuck.